toying around, man. Alright.
Looks good.
So, spawning in the bottom right, as the brown Protoss, we have Evil Eye.
And top right, as the teal Protoss, we got Crane. Thank you for not lagging. Oh boy.
Crane.
As if it's a choice. As if he'd like, yeah, I won't lag today.
I strive for the best. Wasn't he most improved Protoss last season? Crane?
Indeed he was.
So, he's wearing a little bit of a belt.
Mm.
And Evil Eye said, I'm gonna root for you because of that. So, I mean, is that statement insinuating that he's gonna match fix?
I'm not sure.
Man.
Yeah, that's right. Evil Eye sandbagging right now.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know if he knows that we can see what he's typing in the replay. So. Might have
Well,
just
like,
gave
he was just
a...
typing to himself in Allied chat this whole time.
It's like,
Dude, did you see those games of Intact I casted? Where after his opponent left the game, he snuck in the easy, like in the 1 second you have after your opponent leaves the game?
I know Intact does that a lot. So
you know about Intact in general, yeah, but in the specific case, I got to say Gosu tier BM was pretty impressive.
Easy. What a guy, right?
And his opponent never knew until the cast.
I bet you there was a fight. Alright, so Crane's checking for the proxy here in the middle of the map. Let's see where he goes, see if he's going to get that first scout off. Looks like he's just going to go full cross map here. You know what we need in our life? A little bit of that. How about that?
A little bit of what? Sorry, a little bit of
StarCraft music.
Said. Oh yeah, did you have it off? Oh my gosh.
Yes, so it's just
casting 101 right now. Always gotta have the music. It's so good.
The more sensory overload, the better, right?
Exactly.
So it looks like a pretty standard build out of Crane here, and it looks like we got a 2-gate coming from Evil Eye. And his unit waypoint is full.
Yeah, did you get a notification for that?
Yeah.
I'm not able to see that. I guess only if you're the host of the replay. That's interesting that that's preserved. If you cannot create more units, can you see that as well?
Maybe if you have the persons who the notification's coming out for, maybe if you have one of his units selected, maybe that's why you get the note. Maybe not. Who knows?
That is interesting. So yeah, about this 2-gate versus like Dragoon play. I've seen other games like this, and I'm certainly no PvP expert. But it seems a lot of the time, yeah, Dragoons can kite versus the Zealots, but there's just like a massive number of Zealots. It's not that.
Right, but when you got that one Dragoon in there trying to kite 3 Zealots, that's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah, especially when the Zealots are just like, I don't give a fuck, and start hitting pro.
Yeah. Zealots say that a lot, don't they?
They do, that's their catchphrase.
So Crane's gonna meet him here, right?
Oh, well,
ramps.
you know, that's good actually. It gives him more space to kite. He has that one Zealot of his own, so I don't think it's looking too bad.
Immediately sees it, so he's kiting backwards. Let's see.
Yeah, doing well so far. Taking a few hits on the shields, but that ultimately doesn't matter too much.
Right. Right into the mineral line.
I think that's a terrible move, because now the Dragoon can't move.
Yeah, he's
or can it? Oh my god, it hit behind that probe.
Zealot's going around.
Dude, he takes that one. He's going to take out the other. The Dragoon lives.
Oh, wow.
That's actually a beautiful trade.
How did that Dragoon survive that? That's
well, the first Zealot, a probe actually blocked it off perfectly so it couldn't hit. Then the other one had to walk all the way around the cyber core, and the whole time his own Zealot was mashing. So Crane had like a good advantage now. I think 2 goons and a Zealot versus 3 goons. That's the goon's advantage. He should be careful he doesn't take any hits on the really wounded one though.
Right.
Oh, and his Zealot is quite low actually too, so I take it back. Still.
Evil Eye thinks better, and he starts retreating a little bit. Going for an
early
Evil Eye's
Nexus. Yeah. So Crane's going to have the tech advantage here.
Wow.
That's the thing. He could go straight for Reaver, or, I mean, I don't know how good DT is in the situation, but he's definitely going to have the tech advantage, and I think even he could definitely counter push, because he's going to have a lot more Dragoons against, like, just slow Zealot.
Yeah, and Crane sees that with his Scout and Probe leaving, so he sees the Zealot count, he sees the early Nexus, and he knows what's going on, so he's got full scouting information at this point. Crane takes an expansion of his own here, so he sees that it's like no more aggression coming through, or he doesn't assume that there will be. He'll find out in just a second there is, so he lays down the Nexus.
But with good micro, I think he can just
Right.
all these.
And it's really good that he got across these double bridges here.
Yeah.
If you could just excuse me for 1 second.
Yeah, sure, I'll carry it, don't worry.
Right.
So, I think he should have gone left with these Dragoons, so he has more space. He's going to be up in this narrow ramp, but he could still definitely go his favour. But it is quite difficult to kite these Dragoons perfectly against this many Zealots, that's what we're talking about. The probe is going to be pulled, and I think that will seal the deal. A good probe walk there will actually just negate these Zealots. Still, though, they get through. Needs to be careful about this 400 Dragoon. 2 of them getting quite low. One of them will go down, actually. Still, 2 Zealots left, 4 Dragoons as well. So all that Crane really lost there was 1 Dragoon and some mining time. Whereas Evil Eye gave away his whole army. The couple of cannons going down in Evil Eye's natural. You know what I just realized? Since Rock's gone, I can't control the camera. So I'm not sure where the camera is right now, but just look at the minimap, guys. So cannons going down in Evil Eye's natural. Crane's going to counter push. I think the cannons might barely be enough by the time the Dragoons get there. It's going to be close. But Evil Eye will be at an economic advantage if he can hold this natural. But Tech still going Crane's way for sure, because his Robo is already started, whereas Evil Eye has not started any tech building at all. So the cannons finishing just on time, it looks like. One of them gets taken out immediately though. And Dragoons are so good versus cannons. I think Crane might actually just storm in here and win, because there's only 2 Dragoons for Evil Eye, they're both going down, and the cannon's not quite going to finish in time. But the pro's being pulled. Oh, and they're going to get such a 6th round. Oh, not quite. The Dragoons do get out. But still, the one cannon I think just barely holds there. Such a close game. That was such a close hold there. Like that one cannon keeping Evil Eye alive. Morgoon's going to come out, but now Evil Eye has his own sub-core up. In theory, he can just keep up his own production. Well, it looks like Crane's going to go for Reaver, and that can certainly negate that cannon. And, I mean, Dragoons as well, really. So maybe Crane's going to be able to push his way in here once he has that Reaver out. His own Nexus out at not a bad timing at all, and honestly, I think his probe counts maybe a bit higher than Evil Eye's, so economically, I think he's doing better than I realized. So I guess I got to give the advantage to Crane, because the economy's a lot closer than I thought, and he has the tech. Observatory going down as well, just in case of those DTs for Crane. Okay, Crane's going to send a little probe here. I think he's just going to put a pylon to watch for drops, and that's quite smart. You see at this 3 o'clock, he's just going to put a pylon down, and the idea there is if a shuttle flies past, he'll see it. I think Evil Eye might even get cannons behind his mirror line, though, in anticipation for this, because he's putting a pylon for that purpose right now. Four gates up for Evil Eye, only 2 for Crane, getting them 1 more now. The goon count is going to start growing out of control soon for Evil Eye. And it can be kind of tricky. You have this finicky tech unit, the Reaver, and you can, in theory, use it to turn the fight to your advantage, but you make a little mistake, it gets picked off, suddenly you're at a huge deficit compared to a guy who's just making straight Dragoon. Robo's finally coming down for Evil Eye. First Reaver's out. We'll see if he goes straight to harass or he tries to attack in the front. I gotta say, Crane's army is a lot bigger, so attacking in the front, he could probably pull it off. Okay, he's going to go for harassment, I think. Got to be careful, because the goons are not too far from the edge of the map where he's going to be coming in. Okay, cannon actually going down in the natural for Evil Eye, but it's a bit too late. A Reaver could definitely land, get up a couple of shots, but it all depends how quickly he reacts to the Dragoons here. Oh man, there's so many probes there. Oh, it gets caught in the minerals. What a waste. Oh wow, it almost made it round. But he is going to have to pull out because of those Dragoons. So unfortunately, he just wasted a couple Scarabs there. No effect from those ones. Okay, so Evil Eye is actually scouting the top of the map, I think. He's trying to figure out if Crane has taken a 3rd Nexus. No Templar tech for either player yet. Storms can be really brutal in this matchup, and they definitely demolish Reavers. A probe gonna get spotted. Again, I don't know what you guys can see right now, but the probe's trying to sneak. Crane's natural has to beat a hasty retreat. Okay, 2 Reavers out now for Crane. Definitely still the superior army, but I don't think he quite realizes that he could try and push in this location. Thing is, he's not expanding himself, So if you're just sitting on equal bases and you have the superior army, you have incentive to make something happen. Especially, look here, Evil Eye's about to take his third. If you're on superior bases with the superior army, I'd say it's fine. You can sit back and just defend. But if the economy's equal, I think you want to try and transfer that army lead into an overall economic lead. But instead, he's just sitting back defensively. I think Evil Eye's third Nexus is going to start first if he puts it down. Well, I'm waiting. He's got a lot of minerals. That probe's just sitting there. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. So Crane gets it first anyway. I guess he spent all the money on Dragoons instead. Or Zealots, rather. And the Templar Archives is coming down actually first for Evil Eye by a significant margin. So he's going to have Storms first. That could be his way back in. Still has not started that third Nexus. Getting a couple more pylons instead because he's quite split. So you know what? Without really doing anything, Crane got the economic lead anyway because his third Nexus is already half done. So that's going to be quite nice for him. I don't know what these Dragoons are doing. Oh, that's Crane's pylon. I did not even realise Crane had a pylon down in this near this mineral area, presumably to watch for drops leaving his opponent. I thought that was Evil Eye's pylon the whole time. A lot of stuff warping in right now. There's a lot of buildings warping in all at once.
Back.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. It was fine except for one thing. The camera was just wherever you left it. That was the only problem with that. Because
right.
I'm not sure where you left it, but I had to try and tell people what's going on with like the mini-map.
At the beginning.
So let me recap you. So when you left, Crane attacked Evil Eye at the front, but Evil Eye barely held on with one cannon left. And then they both expanded to their third, except Evil Eye still hasn't done it yet. Evil Eye was sort of setting up, but he didn't get it, so Crane's third coming up way in advance. Right. Crane tried to harass with a Reaver, started a couple of shots, then decided he better not risk his Reaver and went home, and that's about it.
Looks like Evil Eye's trying to shut down that fourth too with the well, not shut it down, but delay it with that pylon.
Yeah. I mean, that's quite nice, and I think that pylon was for spot drops originally, but serving two purposes. But yeah, I think Crane should have attacked earlier, actually, because you can see the supplies have evened out a bit, because he sort of let him back in. Because he had a huge army lead after, like, killing all those zealots, and yeah, he went and traded on the cannons, but even then, he still had a bigger army for quite a while.
Right. It looks like Evil Eye supply blocked off of that pylon that,
Oh yeah, he's been supply blocked a few times, actually.
He's pushing out. Maybe he's just trying to see what's going on in the middle of the map. He flew his observer over Crane's army, so he sees what's going on now. Yeah,
so I think Crane has a decent position here. That one Reaver's on its own though, but it is hard to attack into this sort of arc.
Right.
One thing I will say is that Evil Eye's Templars have more energy. They've been out for long, so he might have a few more storms, but the edge is going to be small because Crane does have his own Templar with a decent amount of energy.
Right, and he has those two Reavers, so...
Yes, that's probably going to make the difference, but like I was saying while you were gone, it can be tough to like micro them around and stuff, and you only have to make a small mistake and you lose them.
Right, storms... So in a PvP battle, you gotta micro storms, shuttles, and kind of kiting the Dragoons a little bit.
The thing is, storms are actually surprisingly good against Shuttle Reaver, because even though the shuttle can move out of the way, it doesn't have very much health.
Right.
Like, it's pretty squishy. And the Reaver without the shuttle is kind of moving.
First
Here they go,
engagement.
it's going to be a good engagement.
Oh, Crane's got a nice concave coming in here.
That is really nice. Oh man, these Reavers could do so much, but they're too far away.
So
and
the
that shuttle goes down just like I was
you were
talking
saying,
about.
yeah.
Man, the storms are so good in Crane though, actually. And like you said, the concave was just perfect. So I think this is going to be quite a good engagement for him. He needs to pull back a bit on the right maybe, but overall just crushing him.
Yeah, Crane storms are on point here.
Reaver's finally getting a few shots in. I mean, they're heavy hitters, but they came in late. They don't really make a difference. Oh, that storm though! That does a lot of damage. No kills from it actually, but still.
Crane came out of that fight on a really significant supply lead here.
Yeah, look how many cannons Evil Eye made at his third though. Oh my god.
He's ready.
Couple of DTs coming out. Is there an observer on the map for Crane? I don't think there is.
I saw one flying down.
Okay, he's got a couple in his natural and a couple at this 3 o'clock, but none of his army. So these DTs can sneak in and kill those Reavers, which would be a nice pick. Instead, I think they're looking for expansions.
Yeah, they want to go around.
Crane needs to not engage into these cannons. That would not work out for him.
Yeah,
He's got his 4th up. I think he just needs to deny Evil Eye's 4th, and he's looking good.
Evil Eye's got a lot of... He's really good at keeping the map information. I can see that he's
Yeah.
had probes roaming around. He's got obs everywhere. He's got those DTs sneaking around, scouting the whole map. So, good eye on Evil Eye. Well, good job.
Good eye. He's got a good eye on him.
He's got a good eye. Yeah, he's got a good Evil Eye.
Can you make some kind of Crane joke? Crane's trying to lift up the team.
Well, it looks like Evil. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
I should add Crane that we're cast.
I have no Crane puns right now. Sorry. So, where does it go from here?
Well,
like you said,
I
Crane was
think
trying to
Crane
shut down
should-
that 4th.
He can and he should, and I think from there it's a pretty straight win for him, but he's not doing it right now, and this was sort of happening earlier as well, where he had the army lead, but he didn't really want to move in. I understand he doesn't want to engage in those cannons, of course, but could be going around the side here. But still, he's in a really good spot, because he has his own 4th up sooner. He will probably take a 5th soon, I think. In fact, he's setting up palm just for that, but that DT won't stop that. But just overall, I give a solid lead to Crane. He's got 2 Reavers still. He lost the shuttle, but both the Reavers survived. That's a pretty big deal, actually.
Crane also has a really good mixture of units in his army comp, and it looks like
Yeah.
Evil Eye's really zealot heavy.
Yeah, that's true. And a couple of Archons with results of his own and some good Storms will actually smell for that. And let alone Reavers. Reavers are quite good against Zealots as well.
So we got another engage going down here near Evil Eye.
Oh, Evil Eye's
looking to
getting
push
caught
him.
against the edge of the map there.
Crane's just easing him back,
Really efficient there, picking off few units, basically nothing.
making sure that he doesn't get too.
Oh, that one
too much
Zealot.
going on.
Ooh. How did that Zealot survive? That high ground miss. Wow, Evil Eye with very superior upgrades right now, though. 2 attack, 1 armor versus the only 1 attack.
That
And he's
DT
still upgrading.
Oh, are we gonna see a DT fight? Over
Well,
by
there's no
Crane's Fifth?
detection, so they can just sort of like run into each other and be annoying.
Like, I know you here. I can hear
Like,
you.
get out of my way! No, you get out of my way! What you gonna do about it? Like, I can't stab you.
I didn't even know I was in your way. What are you talking about?
Well, that is a good move from Evil Eye. He's going to be able to know that 5th, and he's trying for the middle only, but there's another DT there. I mean, these DTs really doing a good job, actually.
Yeah, denying some expansion.
Okay, so Evil Eye moving into this left side of the map. I don't know if he's going to try and push up there, but that is where Crane's army is sort of positioned. Well, Observers, there is a DT fight going on now, because the Observer's finally there. The brown DT's just running away. Oh, the Reaver's flying around here. This is actually kind of bad, because they're away from the army at a critical time. But they are going to come back. That speed shuttle can reposition pretty quickly. Oh man, this could be a really good engage for Crane again. He's catching this army trying to move across the side.
Crane needs to spread out a little bit. He's really clumped up there.
Did you see that storm on Crane's army though?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was so painful. Needs to plop these Reavers down, I reckon, while we're trading with the rest of the army, because they can do shots and just run away.
Nice storms out of Crane there.
Damn, severe weather warning right now. Storms going down everywhere.
He's getting a nice little concave going on here again.
Yeah, a couple more storms left for Crane. Just gonna melt these goons. Holy crap.
Really good storms coming out of Crane here.
Yeah. So as usual, Zealot life expectancy is low, but the goons are gonna last and then melt the rest of Evil Eye's army.
Finally, one of those 2 Reavers go down from Crane, so he's stuck with 1 now.
Still enough though. I think he could bring it over and just snipe at these cannons is the best way to do it, but he can probably actually just overwhelm these cannons. Because as I mentioned while you were going, Dragoons are actually pretty damn good against cannons.
The army looks like it's taking a little bit of a weird path around there.
I think it'll get there in the end. There's only 5 cannons here. That's not enough to stop all these goons. And the Reaver as well can actually just siege them.
Yeah, but the macro out of Evil Eye is really good, so I think he's got enough units to hold down to the 6 o'clock. And
well,
he's got
Crane's
those
not even going
observers
to try it. I think it's a mistake that he doesn't take out at least one of these bases, even if he loses his army doing so. I think it's totally worth.
Yeah, because they're definitely on even bases right now. I think the only thing that's separating them is the supply difference.
Crane has not so many probes at his 4th. Did something happen there? Was there a storm drop I missed? I thought he had more. Well,
Yeah, he's kind of undersaturated his main and his fourth, so maybe something did happen there. But it looks like he's going to shut down Evil Eye's fifth here. At the bottom left.
yeah, so it's good for Crane securing another base sooner again. This is like the third or fourth time he's taken this little advantage. And you can see the difference in the banks. Look at the bank difference.
Yeah, he's banked up a lot.
Oh, although Crane's army out here is not so big, he needs to reinforce all these Templars and such for his natural. Then again, 0 Storms out for Evil Eye, and the Reaper's still there for Crane. So actually, this is probably going to be fine for Crane.
I
forces him to retreat.
thought that probe line was definitely reinforcements for his army.
Yeah, that's how you end games.
Yeah.
Just bring the boys. Can you imagine though? The Storms would just delete those.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Well, Evil Eye trapped back here again.
Yeah.
So much money for Crane. Really needs to, well, I mean, I don't want to be too rude, like, this is CPL, but he really needs to spend his money and get maxed out.
Yeah, I think he's really working on keeping Evil Eye on this side of the map and trying not to let
He's
that
doing
big
a good
army
job
swing
at
back that way.
2 shuttles now, one of them's empty. He's going to try and gear up for some storm drops, I wonder. There's so many cannons everywhere, I don't think that's even going to work out. I guess if you sack the shuttle and the Templar in it, you can pull it off, but I don't know.
When you zoom out, the middle of Circuit Breakers doesn't look that big.
I don't think anything looks that big when you zoom out. But it's pretty huge.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the middle of Fighting Spirit, where it's broken up by those walls, so you really just have like 3 separate areas. But this one is just one massive area. Transferring probes and the whole army. This is like the Protoss migration.
Just
We must move from these mined out lands.
Just making
seek
sure
greener
that
pastures.
making sure he doesn't get those sniped.
Shame gateways can't lift off.
Oh man, this shuttle by Crane is just sitting there with a Reaver.
He's not commanding it. It's gonna go down for sure. Oh no.
Man,
The other one
and the
flying
second
in
one
too,
flying
with
in.
Templar.
Oh no!
What?
A little bit of miss micro
Hey,
there
remember,
by Crane.
they're brothers. They're brothers. So the other one wanted to save him. He's like, I can still save him. I don't care that he's blown into 50 million pieces.
But
At the
Crane
same time, Crane coming in the natural.
yeah,
Sorry, you go.
split. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Crane's coming in the natural, like, while Evil Eye's migrating, he wanted to try and force his way in there, but decides setting up at a good angle, though. Again, Evil Eye's army's going to come past this sort of cliff. Man, I don't know. There's no storms here for Crane now.
Yeah,
So let's getting in the side.
Oh man.
There's a lone Templar coming in from the side, but he's too far away and too late. Oh man, Crane's going to lose so much. He might even lose this base.
Yeah, Evil Eye's. It's actually swinging back in Evil Eye's favor here.
Yeah, there's a significant amount of army back at Crane's natural, not doing anything.
Supplies.
Yeah, this base is not going to survive
Yeah.
against this.
Supplies almost even at this point.
That DT tried to be a hero and hold him back.
Nice
Yeah,
little
this is why macro is important, right? Because we can
Yeah.
see Crane's got this massive lead in money, but that doesn't help if you can't spend it. Well, side engagement here is quite efficient, but ultimately it's not going to be enough. The probe's desperately trying to run away to this other nexus. Man, good
caught him
moves
out
from
of
Evil Eye.
position here. Yeah, caught him out of position here, and it's really paying off.
Yeah, and eventually he got through all the storms. He weathered them all, you might say.
Booch.
Okay, so back on equal bases, but Crane doesn't have very many probes at his 4th and 5th. And since Evil Eye has transferred everything, he's looking pretty healthy on the mining front.
And Evil Eye's
you know
got a
what?
really good lead at this point. His supply
Look
lead
at the
is way up.
upgrades, dude. Look at the upgrades. +3 attack, 1 shield, 2 armor for Evil Eye, only 1 attack for... So these are like elite Protoss right now.
Yeah.
Versus the peasants.
So of course you would trade it super efficient at this point.
And he has been,
And
right?
he's shutting down that 4th. So
Crane
it
had
looks
a couple
after
good
this,
engagements,
yeah,
but
Crane,
wasn't able to really capitalize economically.
right. Looks like Crane's only going to be on 2 mining bases at this point, so he really needs to save that 12 o'clock base. A lot of Zealot deaths going down there. You can hear him just screaming.
Yeah, why are they going to be so loud about it? They know they're just going to come back as Dragoon. So he's cleaning up the army, but at what cost? Oh man, so many Templars. Good to keep them alive.
Yeah, definitely. It opens up that space for him to go ahead and re-expand.
I think you can see the upgrades at play there, just how inefficient those small number of units were. Oh man, that Zealot coming in too. +2 attacks finally done for Crane, but still no armor or shields. And man, Evil Eye with a huge supply lead.
That Zealot holding...
Yeah.
What?
He almost killed that Archon.
Yeah.
Upgrades are so good, man.
That's crazy.
So Crane's got so many gateways, but again, not keeping them active most of the time, and that's really costing him. Because he could be maxed right now, but he's not. Finally, Evil Eye's going to secure the bottom left main as well. So I think Crane's days are numbered unless he makes something happen here.
Wow, what a turn of events in this game, huh?
Yeah. Oh man, he should not be engaging with this army. He has a few storms, but I don't know. I don't think his army's big enough.
Yeah, so the only upgrade Evil Eye has left is that plasma shield.
Yeah. Is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it. Man, I don't know if it's worth it because it's pretty goddamn expensive. Oh, I don't know whose storm that was, but it's doing a lot of damage.
Right.
I mean, at this point in the game, you just storm something and Protoss dies and you're happy. Nice, that was a good storm from Crane. Really good storms, actually. But it's not enough. His army's just so small.
Wow, Evil Eye did a good job of really turning this game around.
Yeah, amazing play, really.
Yeah, definitely. Crane's bank is slowly dwindling, so... He's going ahead and shutting down that expansion.
Yeah, and I think that's really the death knell for Crane. Like I said, he can still make something happen, but I don't see it happen.
Looks like he's got half of the 12 o'clock base left to mine, and that's going to be it for him. Meanwhile, Evil Eye just went ahead and took the natural of his bottom left expansion.
Yeah, so just continuing to grow while Crane's like the branch shriveling up and dying.
I think in the end, like you said, those upgrades made a huge difference with the engages.
Yeah.
Because it looks like he's just GG out of Crane. It looks like Evil Eye was just cleaning up armies with ease.
Yeah, it's amazing how good they are with upgrades. I'm just going to be right back for 2 seconds before we start the second game.
Cool.
I'm back. Just in time, it looks like.
Are you a T-God?
A T-God?
Yeah, no, Ilkin's asking.
Oh, I wouldn't call myself a god. I'm trying to think of something on the spectrum of mythology that makes sense. No, I'm like the guy in the Greek mythology who, like, does something dumb and the gods way overreact and they, like, chop off my fingers or something and I have to burn for eternity. Just because I was a bit too prideful or something. That's me, okay?
Do you know this guy, Starstream?
Yeah, Doc Holliday's got it. I'm a T-Satyr.
Sorry, Starstream.
No, I don't know this guy. Sorry.
It was a soft ban. It just opened. I did a hard ban.
Okay. You don't want to be too mean.
Right.
Alright, let's go. Is this game passworded?
Yes. Can you guess what the password is? You don't have to because you're my friend, so you can just...
No, I'm not going to guess. Let's just do it. Is it 1?
No. I thought you said you weren't going to guess.
I lied. Is it 2? See, this is why the gods would punish me.
No, it's never.
Zeus is like, yo, you're not gonna, go over there, are you? I'm like, no, of course I won't. I'm gonna go over there. And he's like, you.
You.
Yeah, you.
So spawning in the top left has the purple Protoss coming off the win on Circuit Breakers. That really, really nice swing back. We have Evil Eye.
And in the bottom right, we have Crane. Oh, Evil Eye with that good. That's the alternate form of psychological warfare. I just got lucky.
Right. That's what Fox says every time he beats me.
I think he had a good number of storms, but... Well, actually, no. He had a good number of gates, too. He just wasn't using them.
Right. So we'll see what we got out. Maybe another. You think we're gonna see some more 2-gate action out of Evil Eye?
So you cut out? What did you say?
I said, do you think we're gonna see some more 2-gate action out of Evil Eye?
I doubt it, because it really didn't work out last game.
Or
But maybe
did it?
that's just how he likes to open. Well, okay, yeah, ultimately yes, but Crane was way ahead in the mid game. If that's just how he likes to kind of parlay that into a normal game, that maybe he will do it again. But if he was doing that specifically, like I want a 2-gate, try and get an advantage of that, I don't think he's going to try and.
So far, so standard.
Yeah.
See if Crane scouts the middle of the map again. Goes for a cross spawn scout.
Evil Eye not getting his gas yet. Looks like he will go for another gate.
Is he going for another 2?
Oh no, there's the gas. There's the gas. Nope, that's a pylon. Damn it. Why you gotta bait me, Evil Eye? So baited right now.
He's like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. So Crane gets first scout again. Gonna see what's going on immediately.
That is quite nice. Did he just go cross map straight up?
Yep. I think he was just checking for proxy in the middle.
I mean, that's fair, yeah. This guy did 2-gate in base last game, so he wouldn't put it past him, right?
Right.
I'm interested about that opening build order, because I thought, again, no Protoss expert here, but I thought you go pylon, gate, gas, then pylon, but pylon, gate, pylon, gas.
So
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Looks like Evil Eye's going for 2 zealots, and Crane's only going for 1. He's got, well, Evil Eye's got 2 queued up.
I mean, normally that can be a sticky situation, but they're cross spawns. I don't think it's going to come into play. I feel like there's plenty of time to get the goon out.
Yeah.
And you know, Crane's cyber is significantly advanced. So yeah, you know what? That opening build order does matter. I gotta say, it's a bit suboptimal for and Crane's gonna have the goon out way earlier, and if he starts range when he has the gas, he'll have range out way earlier too.
Yeah. Evil Eye loves putting that early pressure on.
But okay, so it's gonna be 2-gate Dragoon, I think. Well, I don't know. I feel like if Crane just gets out on the map early, he's actually gonna have a good goon count. He can pick off some units before those gates really kick in.
Right.
And then he'll have time to get his tech up or whatever. We'll see. He might just sit home, which honestly is not a bad choice because he has limited information.
Then Evil Eye's gonna see this ramp and he's like, I'm going back home. Didn't even make it to the ramp.
Okay, he's gonna be 1-gate robo for Crane. One of those Reavers again, most likely. I mean, you'd be kind of nervous about DT, right, when you're 1 game up as well. Oh no, wait, what am I talking about? Crane's 1 game down. You know what? Even more so, you don't want to get 2-0'd by DT, right?
He's like, I've been cheesed once already, so I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't happen again. Well, 2 gates, is that a cheese? No, that's not a cheese. It's just a really aggressive build, PvP, right?
Yeah, I would not call it a cheese. Yeah, you just play aggro. I mean, you play Terran, right? And think of 2-gate Moon and Terran. It's sort of like that. It's just like a pressure build, and if they're greedy or make a mistake, you can kill them. It's not like a cheese or an all-in at all. Oh man, that probe gonna get in. That's pretty huge. He's gonna know there's no DT, so he can go ahead and make his Reaver immediately, and more so, he knows it's 2-gate Dragoon. So all he has to do, really, set up his ramp, wait until his Reaver's out, and then he can make something happen. So that's huge getting that scout.
Absolutely.
Did he already start? Okay, he got a 2nd gate. Will he start a support bay straight away? Oh, he does get an observatory.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe he didn't scout the entire base. He thought maybe there's a Citadel hiding, but I really think getting the support base stronger. If you know it's 2-gate Dragoon.
But then again, he saw the unit count as well, so maybe he just...
Yeah, that's a bit harder to read in Tier 2 though, I believe.
Evil Eye doing a nice little scouter pylon there above Crane's base. Making sure
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't scout it, but I guess he figured out he just likes to play Reavers. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Although bottom left would definitely be a good location to put it as well. In fact, I think the probe's going there right now, so nice.
Looks like they're both deciding to get off the top of their ramp.
I don't think this is a good move by Crane. He saw it was 2 gates. His own gate was quite delayed. His Reaver's not out yet. If he gets a bad trade here, it's going to be a bit harder even when his Reaver's out. Well, the armies are very similar. Just one Zealot for Evil Eye and one Goon for Crane, basically, is the difference.
And Crane can definitely reinforce a lot sooner here, too.
That's true. But his gates aren't pumping right now because he had to put down the money for the Reaver. Ah, I see. He wanted to put this Nexus down sooner. So you know what? That makes a lot of sense. As long as he can hold this, that is a nice pylon as well. That's going to be super helpful. As long as he can hold this, then it is a good move. But I am worried because look, the Goon count's superior because he had those 2 gates earlier. Well, let's see. Nice target fire. Really nice target fire so far. But the Zealot's getting in there. Oh, this is difficult. The Reaver's at the top of the ramp, but it's so damn slow. It's stuck now too.
Okay, so we got one Reaver hit. Takes out one Goon.
Oh, it goes down. I don't think it got the hits it needed to either. I mean, they were good hits, but they weren't good enough. He really needed to not lose that Reaver, and now I think this expansion is just going to die, and that puts Crane at a huge disadvantage.
It was kind of risky putting down that Nexus anyway when he saw with his observer that army coming across.
Oh no, please cancel. Okay, you can cancel this.
Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, though.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, if he got it up, it would have been a brilliant move. Right. I mean, even he could have done it, I think, if the Reaver stayed alive. So I'm not going to say it was a bad play. But the way it went, yeah.
Yeah, and then Evil Eye went ahead and just put down his expansion. Knowing he shut his down, so he knows he's going to get that eco advantage kicked in here pretty soon. So what's your mindset as Crane in this position?
Well, I'm thinking I've got to harass because economically I am screwed because I lost my Nexus. Feels like the only way I can get back is to do good harass. Or if like I have an army lead of some kind to try and kill him. But Evil Eye's Nexus wasn't too fast. Crane can just put down his Nexus and try and play a defensive game from behind. Sort of like Evil Eye did last game. It's perfectly viable to do that. I mean, especially with this tech lead, Reavers are pretty good on the defense as well. So I think that's what he is going to try and do. That's the word mindset you use there is the right one, I think, because that's just my particular mindset. I don't like trying to, play the long game like that. I'd rather get a lead and then hold on to it than try and slowly come back in.
Yeah. So if I'm Crane, I'm just turtling super hard. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, but you are going to have to secure a third base as well. But it is Fighting Spirit, so that's not too hard a task. I mean, in the long term. Not immediately, of course.
Yeah. Evil Eye's doing... I'm pretty impressed with Evil Eye's ability to keep his vision out on the map. Like with the Scouter,
look at that Goon in his natural. That walked right on the minerals. Oh my god.
I didn't see that.
Ugh. Okay, they're fixed now. We got pushed by the probes into the mineral. Fine. But yeah, that is really good vision. He's got him locked down pretty much.
So he really knows what's going on. If anything comes out, goes in, whatever.
Shuttle's out. He's loaded 2 probes. He's going to try and make a ninja base here. Oh, okay, no. I think he's just rescuing them from being behind the mineral line. Fair enough. If you're going to make the shuttle, you might as well.
Oh, you're talking
really
about
good
Crane?
Defensive posture. Yeah. Really good defensive posture with these goons in his base and Evil Eye because he knows harass is a possibility.
Mm-hmm. He's got some at the main as well, putting down some cannons. So Crane's pushing out.
Did Crane ever make an observer?
Yeah, he sent it over. He actually went over Evil Eye's army, like as it was pushing in when he did that. He tried that expo.
So we notice Evil Eye's getting the cannons while this is happening. I think it's quite a good play because now it means his goons are free to come and fight the army. He doesn't have to worry about the Reavers being dropped in the back. I mean, the goon count's pretty similar. With good Reaver hits.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that micro. Pulls back just in time. So he's just trading with the goons with a superior number and doesn't even have to cop the Reaver hits. That's really good micro.
Wonder why Evil Eye opts not to go Reavers.
Well, I think if you don't open with them, there's no real point because once storms come out, they're just not as good. They are very expensive and difficult to engage with. Man, look at this flank that he's just got set up. He's daring Crane to go in. Crane is like equal to the challenge. He's going for it.
And he bites.
But man, it's going to be tough.
With the sandwich.
Reaver flavored sandwich. Dragoons of the bread. One goes down. Ooh, he's pulling back now. Wow. Will he get a shot off on these Zealots? Oh, it's not going to matter. There's so many goons here. This Reaver's not going to make it out alive. Damn. Crane feels like a GG. That's fair enough, I think, because his own natural was well behind. Now, Evil Eye's army lead is so big, he's never going to be able to take his third. So,
right.
Well tried, Crane, but Evil Eye's play really impressive there.
Yeah. I'm surprised he decided to re-engage outside of that nat instead of just pulling all the way back. Crane.